It was great to hear from Pat Bartoli in terms of the plans for Manchester City Centre, and obviously lots of ambitious projects on the go. I think more importantly, Pat was very open and honest about the challenges that Manchester faces, particularly in the area of connectivity, and really stressed the importance of high-speed rail and Northern Powerhouse Rail, and the crucial nature of those projects to make sure that Manchester continues its growth, but perhaps as importantly then enables the towns, the surrounded towns of Greater Manchester to take advantage of that growth as well. And I think one of the key ingredients to Manchester's success has been that ability to form partnerships, not just across local government boundaries, so all the councils work far better together in this part of the world than in most city regions, but also, crucially, with those private public sector partnerships as well. And as I say, I think Pat Bartoli presented a very positive case for increased investments into Manchester, into the north, into the powerhouse, and saying how much she wanted to continue to forge those relationships with the private sector. So great for our audience, for downtown members to hear that message, and I'm sure over the next 12 months we'll hear more from City Council leaders about their plans, about their aspirations, and our membership will want to get right involved in that.
Brilliant. I think, like you say, getting that FaceTime with Pat's been brilliant. We've brought one of our clients here tonight who they're big investors in the city, and can't believe that you kind of get that FaceTime with Pat through downtown. So interesting to hear her thoughts around zero carbon. That's massively on the agenda at the minute. So hearing her talk about that. MIPIM, Manchester at MIPIM, we're obviously heading over there, so it'll be interesting to see. We love that theme. I know they've kind of teased it already about kind of everything's connected, so looking forward to see that. And then it was all very positive, wasn't it? Pushing HS2, big on the agenda as well, so great to hear such positivity for Manchester.
As I said, we've got regional officers here, so we're keen to get involved with future developments, keen to get involved with contractors up here and architects also, so we want to know what's happening with the city and the wider region. It was interesting hearing from the likes of HS2 and that sort of thing. It's something that we want to piggyback on the back of if it comes off in the end. Personally, I'm not too sure on what I think of it really. Someone who's came to Manchester as in university, someone who's drove to Nottingham and to Cardiff this week, and it's took longer in the car than it would in a train. So could the money be spent better elsewhere? We don't know. Interesting night and interesting discussion.
Yeah.
I think Pat was very positive, and I think it's really encouraging to hear from somebody who's been involved in city's growth for the last 12 or so years, telling us that things are really looking up, and we continue in Manchester to do very well. The evidence points to the city really beginning to put a bit of blue water between itself and one or two others, actually. You can see that in terms of the amount of new business that's being created in the city, the amount of new office development that we're seeing coming forward. Clearly the residential market is talked about a lot, and that supports the new jobs, but the new jobs is really the important bit of a city's trajectory, and Manchester is creating a lot.